Good morning all. Yes sir, we are back. Hope we're all well. Hope we're doing good. GJ, nice push yesterday on GJ. Nice push. Had some nice push on gold as well. Retracing some of that move up. And now, as well, bouncing back a little bit. We'll cover all of that as always. Yeah, hope you guys are all well. Welcome back. And yeah, let's get straight into it. So, start off on the weekly here, right? For all of those who missed the weekly analysis. Still closing, slightly bullish here with a rejection wick. No bearish closures back in the range. It's not causing me any issues and any like major concern for major downside here. Let's go have a look at what the daily is doing at this point now. If we have a look at the daily is closing above the range, pretty nice here, right? And this is a nice breakout closure, much better than the last one we got. And it's a pretty solid closure here. I don't see why we don't fill this wick, as a potential target potentially for today. We might need to pull back first, but again, for the week, if we do remain above here, I'm definitely bullish and I'm looking for price to either create higher support to go up or eventually fill this wick if we get the volume today. This target around here, which is also the wick, is going to be my target for the week here. And I do think we can pretty much reach into that zone, no issues, if we do hold support. If we're looking at the 4-hour time frame at the moment, nothing too interesting. We're kind of ranging at the moment, but this candle open, no top wick. Is that consistent? Yes, it is consistent. And we can easily come here and fill this top wick and eventually fill. I think for the session, we have a nice 31 pip range of target towards the upside here. I do think we can tap into this target here of 31 pips. It makes sense. Just waiting for price to either break above this zone and look to continue bullish, or we wait for price to pull back a little bit deeper and we take supports to go up. I'm not selling at the moment. Selling does not make sense, especially as long as we're above this previous 4-hour resistance, which if I show you on the lower time frames, we're rejecting here. We're not even closing 4 hours bearish. We're essentially in this current range here. If we pull back to the range, what typical thing I normally see happen is we might pull back to the range here, close below, and then close back inside of the range. Everyone tries to take sell here, but we're bullish. All we did is we come to the bottom of the range, and I can actually take buys, and I will take buys if that happens, and I'll take that towards the upside. Because I'm not bearish. There's nothing on the charts that's telling me that price makes sense to go down. If you have a look at 4 hour is just consolidating. We have this huge 4-hour candle. This is not even engulfed that candle. There's nothing here. Daily is bullish. Weekly is bullish. 1 hour structure is bullish. 15-minute structure is just ranging. And 30-minute structure is not bearish until you break here technically, right? So big range. Sells don't make sense at the moment, even though sells could play out, but I'm just waiting for price to pull back to continue price towards the upside. That's what I would more be interested with, and that's what makes more sense, and that's what's going to be more profitable for me, right? So let's have a look at gold as well. Let's start on the weekly time frame as always. Weekly time frame now finally closing above this weekly resistance that we were stuck at. Weekly has no top wick, and after retesting this, so this is a little bit juicy here to see this come retest this, no top wick. At any time this could flip and fill this wick here at 2033. We'll need some good volume in the market for that to happen. If this was happening somewhere around here, I would tell you, yeah, this is looking really good for buys. But this is at one of the highest points we've been at the market, almost at our peak weekly resistance here, basically almost tapped that. So we have to keep that in mind to say, okay, look, we need some sort of good volume to bring us up into those zones. We need some really solid moves, and maybe even potentially some news in order for us to trade up into that zone there. So when we come down here onto the daily time frame, what we see is we created a resistance, but we're currently in the process of trying to form a support here. If we do end up forming the support and closing bullish like this today and break the high, I do see us at least retesting 2021 here around that zone. If I bring back my drawings, we can start to mark up everything nicely. Let's start fresh. I'll show you guys how to mark a chart fresh here. If we start on the weekly time frame, we mark this as our weekly resistance. I'm doing this quite fast so you guys are not bored, but you guys can go back and watch how I do this. Then you mark your next relevant I'm actually going to mark this old previous weekly here. So this is PWR, so previous weekly resistance. Just because I want to see where price is trading on the lower time frames. If we look at the daily, yeah, that's trading nicely. You can see how that retested that exactly. This is going to be our daily resistance here. Now, I'm not marking the daily support because we're not down here yet, right? So I don't need to cloud my chart with 1,000 lines if we're not there. We're closing above, yeah. Today's looking pretty good for upside, especially we're closing above this resistance here. We have this minor resistance we need to watch. So until we get above there, there's not going to be much buys. 1 hour resistance here. Yeah, so if we close above this resistance here on gold, remember this is the 2000 level, so you know we naturally will find resistance here. If we get above this zone and hold some sort of support, right, not just a breakout, because we've been trading very bullish into this zone, so we can't just have a breakout because we need either a consolidation here, then close above and then we can go, or we need this and then some sort of lower time frame pullback to continue up bullish. But yeah, that's what makes sense on gold at the moment. If we reject this high, we're going to remain inside of this range. There is a potential to counter trend trade in here, but I'm not really interested in it. It's not in my plan, and I think you guys should be very careful doing that. But you know, if we do end up closing below here 1995ish, you could look to take sells to try get to the bottom of the range. Or if you're really risking it for the biscuit and you're really confident in the bearish pressure on gold, then you're selling from the top of the range here to go to the bottom of the range. So yeah, that's the plan on gold and GJ. Now we gotta wait. So if you guys have any questions, drop it in the chat. Anything you want to ask, drop it in the chat. If you enjoyed the analysis, leave a like, always appreciate it. And yeah. Morning crest. It's too early for ice, brother. Too early for ice. Sir, did I miss the GJ analysis? Yes, sir, you did. You're sleeping. You're sleeping, brother. Come on. GJ analysis is easy. Looking for buys. You can probably expect how I'm going to take buys, right? I know you've been here long enough, man. You know how I'm going to take buys. Not looking to sell GJ. That's for sure. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Morning, man. Morning. This 15-minute resistance. Where have I drawn this? Oh, this range. It's not really relevant anymore. Bye-bye. Don't want that. Just looking at my old zones, what I have here. Do I need it? It's quite an important zone, but I think I can just round this to 500, 164 instead of, yeah, instead of right here. 164 will be fine. Good luck in the session. Thank you very much. Same to you. How many people believe in chat that luck is involved in trading? Is trading all skill, or is there a bit of luck? Let's see what you guys think. Is trading a full skill, or is there a bit of luck? Know that what trading is not full skill, or know that trading has no luck? 90% skill, 10% luck. I agree with that. 10%. We have to have. I think luck is luck is formed through skill. If you do something long enough, you get lucky. But essentially in trading, we have to, once we make our plan, once we do something that works long term, there is a small percentage of luck, which is why that gives us the probability of a trade just not playing out if we did everything right. You know? Exactly, preparation, opportunity. But in everything you do in life, there's a small essence of luck involved, right? There's always a percentage. There's nothing which is 100%. So if nothing is 100%, there's always an element of luck, right? Exactly, yeah. If you have a plan, then for sure, it's not full luck. But in everything we do in life, there is luck, right? And no matter what it is, there's a percentage of error, and that error is the luck, right? Which is opportunity, exactly. Brother, the more you type for me to check USDJPY, the less I want to check USDJPY, because you don't even say please. You know, everyone in here in chat said good morning, how's things. Man comes in here full capital letters USDJPY. Do you pay me to do this? No. Oh yeah, you said please check. Okay. Wait. I'll calm down. Yes, you did say please check. So at least that. I'll give you 50% merit. And just because you said please check, I will check it. But give me a sec. Because someone asked me to check GU first. And you think I'm not reading the chat. I'm reading chat. But I wanna finish my my point first, and then we can do it. Alright, let's go on GU. Let me see what the weekly did. Yeah, weekly nice close here. Still in this wick zone, which is going to be a 4-hour resistance, and daily. Yeah, this is kind of like gold at the moment. It needs to close bullish on the daily to continue up. 4 hours at a very tough zone here. If the 4 hour starts closing bearish from this zone and breaking this low, you could try sell and expect this, anticipate this daily candle to flip before maybe finding support somewhere down here to continue up bullish. Quick analysis. But if this daily does close bullish, then I would be looking for buys tomorrow, especially if it's closing bullish above this resistance. It would look good. USDJPY on the other hand, USDJPY weekly time frame is oh, I have so many random lines on my chart. Yeah, weekly kind of bearish. Yeah, okay, mixed. Daily closing above, kind of at this resistance. So daily is at this resistance on USDJPY, which is not the best place to be taking buys. So we would need 4 hour to form a support. So yeah, USDJPY is looking more bearish. There's an opportunity today to counter trend sell on USDJPY. If you start breaking below this low here, you potentially, which is also this 1 hour support. Yeah, if you could just find, yeah, if you get below this support here, I would say don't take the breakout, wait for it to close below, wait for either top wick to come back into this zone, then maybe try take it. Because if we are going to fake out and we have bullish momentum, it's going to do it here, right? You're going to get the fake out right here, and price is going to continue towards the upside. So I'd recommend to wait for the resistance to form below here, and then you can probably counter trend sell it. But again, we're still bullish. Only thing we're doing is having a small reaction here at the daily resistance. Thank you for your live session. I appreciate you guys showing up. Appreciate work. You work hard and the luck is a blessing sent to you, 100%. I believe that, yeah, I believe basically there is a small essence in luck in whatever you do, but luck is opportunity. I think that's the best way to put it. Thank you, sir. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. Appreciate you. Could you please check Euro USD? Yeah, I can have a look at Euro USD, no problem. Yeah, dump off yesterday. Weekly time frame has closed bullish here, so that's a nice bottom wick on the weekly. Daily time frame, no bottom wick. Yeah, all markets are setting up slightly similar here. Problem is we push nicely during Asian, right? In this candle, we're at this 4 hour support. If I move this line here, you'll see that this is might be trouble, right? Because we don't know, but this is not a spot where we want to gamble and say, okay, it might be okay, it might be a problem, I don't know what to do. So in reality, what we really want to do is we want to wait and see what happens at this zone. So I would say if we can close above here and do one more pullback like this where we create support, something like this on the 15-minute, then you can look to take price towards the upside. Otherwise, buying into this resistance could be an issue here, because if it's going to reject, this is one of the zones it's going to reject. I missed the breakdown. Can you explain again? Simple, looking for buys on GJ, waiting for support to form, or any closures above the range potentially. We could look to take buys here. So, yep, that's that. You know, if we start breaking above these highs here, we don't have much of a range, huh? 19 PI, it's not that bad, but we have to close above. So by the time we close, we're somewhere here. Yeah, you're kind of like trying to get to this 4-hour resistance and then boom, break even. As soon as you hit this 4-hour resistance, we're break even. Rewind. Yeah, that's also an option. Could rewind. Bitcoin on a small pump here. Not small, I should say. Pretty decent pump. Pump it up. Ranging. Breakout now. My Bitcoins are making money. This should come up to 31. Small stop at 30, which we have already. 31 should be a target here. You're heartbroken? Why are you heartbroken, brother? What happened? Don't cry, man. I need to post, which I'm doing today. Took a day off. I need to post your thumbnail. So I'll post that in the group today. And we'll see what people... I forgot. You didn't ask. You have to ask. It's routine for you to ask. I didn't forget. You have to ask. You have to ask your classic... Can you look at AU? You have to ask. If you don't ask, you don't get. Maybe today you don't want me to look at AU, right? Because maybe today you want to try... Oh, you did ask? Let me have a look. Oh yeah, time for AU. Okay, fair. I didn't see that. People were spamming chat. I didn't see that. My bad. Yeah, man, look at this weekly. Weekly is a little bit messed up here. But that's okay. You like trading messed up markets. This breaks the high. Looks okay for buys if we break the high. It's a bit tough at the moment, man. Bit tough at the moment. It's really, you can't buy into this crap here. We're right at resistance. The range is tiny. And then if you want to sell, you can't sell till we get below here. Right? So you have to wait till we get below here because it's below the 4-hour support, below this support. So yeah, you need to wait a little bit. You need to wait for this either to create a target like this and you take buys here. Or you wait for this to form resistance, break down. You could, if you really want to go early on the sells, you could look for, okay, fine, once that creates that, you go, or you're just going below here. You know what I mean? But, yeah, you're playing a bit of a game here. Come on, Tradingview. Don't let me down. Trying to analyze. Okay, good. You know, because 4 hours are bullish here. It makes sense for price to go up. It's just... you don't know where this is going to stop. You know, this is disgusting price action in here. Not nice. But you still love AU. Even though it gives you that rubbish. You know, if you really trust GJ to go up today. Really, if you really trust GJ to go up today. Okay, am I gonna do this today or what? 19 pips. 28 pips. If I really trust GJ to go up today, as soon as this 4-hour candle flips, I could take a buy and play it on the 4-hour time frame. Stop loss below this low somewhere here, 30 pip stop, and I just hold to the 4-hour resistance and potentially continue instead of trying to trade this range as soon as the 4-hour flips here, because the 4-hour flip will also be the daily candle reflipping. Only problem is this 500 level. We can see this 500 level. If we go down to the lower, it's been problem. We've had problems at this level. 4-hour, it's been a major problem at this 4-hour level. And I don't wanna hold through this pullback if we potentially get one. Thank you for helping us, all of us. Appreciate you. Like the video, everyone. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you guys showing up. If you do enjoy it, you can leave a like. That's completely your choice. Give the man some likes. My gosh. Appreciate you, man. What's the difference between backtesting on soft Forex and Tradingview? Soft Forex, you can play the candles. So if I backtest here on Tradingview, I can just collect data, right? So if I go next to the candle here like this, it just skips the whole candle. I don't get to see what happened, when did it make a top wick, when it made a bottom wick. And the biggest problem with backtesting on Tradingview is that when if you're on, let's say you're on the 15-minute time frame, if you go to the 4-hour time frame, it skips the whole 4-hour and shows you how the 4-hour would have closed. It shows you how the 4-hour would have closed, and yeah, then it kind of cheats because it shows you what the 4-hour would have been like. It doesn't show you the 4-hour at the current time, but on soft Forex it shows you exactly what's happening on the current time. Yeah, it does the same with the daily, all the time frames. If you skip up a time frame, it does the same. Can I look at AJ? I don't even have AUD/JPY on my chart. Just thinking, do I want to take this on the 4-hour flip here? Do I want to take a buy on this 4-hour candle flipping and put stop all the way below the range? Like I kind of just trust that the daily candle is going to do business here. I'm trying to make this decision now. Or do I just wait for a setup on lower time frames, use bigger risk, or do I try swing this? 2 minutes for this candle to close. I don't like all this empty space down here. There's not much to protect me. This can easily reject, come down here, and then it's next to my stop loss. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait. No rush. If this was a little bit lower, maybe I do that type of thought process to try catch this move all the way up. But yeah, at this height, we can just wait for better confirmation. Do you know any backtesting software that works on Mac? Yeah, I do. There's one called Forex Simulator, but it's very, very expensive. But you can use their demo. They have a demo for 2 weeks. Just download the data. When you open it, download the data for the specific pair you want to trade. JPY news in 3 minutes. Yeah, very minor news. Whereas today is Tuesday. I don't even have it on here. Come on, GJ. Could do something. Could do something. It doesn't work on Mac? Which one? The Forex Simulator? Morning, Ethan, brother. Morning. Forex Simulator doesn't work on Mac? Yeah, if you get parallels, you can use anything. Yeah, man, this flip looks super enticing. This flip now, 4-hour candle flip here. Do I really want to take this? Swing trade. I will wait for something more solid. Appreciate you, Ethan. Appreciate you. Right, we have 30-minute close here, closing bullish here. Bottom wick being made on the 30-minute here. It's also the 1-hour close here. 1-hour closed doji. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, it's consistent across all brokers. Yeah, doji candle on the 1-hour. We've already broken the high, which is a good sign. Yep, and that's what you can expect. It's a bit of volume now, as Jeff said in the chat. We have a bit of JPY news. Let me check on Financial Juice if that's anything that's happened with that news. Should give us a bit of this volume push that we're seeing. We're rejecting the top of the range. At this point, I'm just going to wait for more of a confirmation in the setup here. Don't like the way it's messing about now. Let me just see what was the news, Jeff? What was this? 5:30. Definitely did. This hour open did bring in some volume. Yeah, 30-minute looks good. What's 5 minutes saying? Yeah, 5 minutes at this resistance now. I think I can just wait for above the range unless I take this on the 4-hour candle. The only way I can see to enter here is I take it on this 4-hour candle as this flipped, and I put my stop loss below the whole range here, and I try hold this outside the range. But I don't really want to take that type of setup right now, especially that we don't have too much range. If this was like a 100 pip range towards the upside, I mean the wick is 100 pips here. Yeah, I'm thinking if I want to do this or not. Let me see. Yeah, let's see how this plays out, and then I'll make. The time frame isn't showing at the top of my charts. That's weird. Let's have a look if I can fix that. There, that should be good. Let me know if that's good. That should have fixed it. Because you're looking at what the previous 4-hour candles are doing. You trust that this support is going to hold. If this ends up closing below the support, guess what? You're going to lose the trade. Yeah, it's a tough option, but I'm just looking at what's the options I have today, and that's one of the options here. Is it the first trade I want to take of the week? Potentially not. But I do, it does make sense here because it's the cleanest time frame here, this 4-hour time frame. Possibly if it comes down, I could look to try take this. If we get a little bit more confirmation here, next 5 brings us a bottom wick. Could look to take it, and you're just relying on the whole zone to hold essentially, and you rely on this 4-hour candle to close bullish, and then the next one should be fun. That's how you take that trade. But the 15-minute looks good breaking this high. I was looking at that, but 7 pip range. Not too interested with 7 pip range. Because you're adjusting risk. I mean, if I was to take 15-minute break here, my stop's going to be here, 16 pips compared to like a 34 pip stop. So I would reduce a few lots here. Why is spread higher than? Because GJ is not, well, I mean, now it's almost considered a major pair. But most brokers, Euro USD is one of the most traded pairs. And you get basically lower spreads on it because, yeah, basically the volume or just quantity that's being traded, there's a lot of liquidity and they can give tighter prices. Candle looks big, but it's only 7 pips. Yeah, that's what I'm measuring, right? It's like, it's not, that's like 8 pips. With spread, you only like 5 pips or something in profit. It's tough. I don't trade that small type of trades. But no, this is going to give us options if we start breaking out of the range here. Or now if we pull back, this could be okay. That's a nice 5-minute close. Let's see what we do at the top of this range. If it breaks out the range, yeah, I need to see how deep it closes. If it closes somewhere up here, I'll wait for a support to form. If it closes something like this, I'll just see what happens. Like, if we've had straight 5-minute candles closing, I would prefer not to take it on the breakout. But if we've had some sort of nice like consolidation and then it closes above, that would be nice. I have the raw spread account. Standard is just standard spread. You want to be using raw spread. Gives you the tightest spread. But then you pay commission, of course, right? On standard account, you won't pay commission, but spread is very, not, it's wide, you know, it's pretty wide. Right, we tap the top of the range. See if we can get the close above. If we get the close above, we start to have options. If this just starts pushing straight out the range pretty fast, it's a little bit annoying. Then we have to start looking how I can get into this move like we always do. Lower time frame to get in. So we shall see. Do I trade indexes like US 100? No, since I'm trading London session, I stick to pairs that move the best during London session, and that will be mostly pairs with GBP, right? Because it's when the GBP banks open, you can expect there to be good movement with GBP pairs. Which time frame is this? If you look at the top of the screen, it says my time frame's up here. This is 15-minute. The DAX is in my session. Yes, it is. Would I consider trading the DAX? Does my trading style fit the DAX? Yeah, 100%. My trading style will fit anything because I'm just trading candles and price action. But do I want to be trading the DAX? No, I'm happy enough trading GJ, concentrating on that. It's okay. If I need to add another pair, I can do that. But you have to start to manage your risk, because if you're trading two pairs, then how are you going to put, your risk is going to be halved on each, right? Say you wanted to risk $1,000. If you wanted to risk $1,000 per day, terrible zero, and you were trading two pairs, if there was two setups on each pair, or maybe there was a potential two setups on each pair, if you take a trade on one pair, you can only risk 500 because your daily allowance is 1,000. And since you're risking 500, what if the idea stops you out, but then you have an option to re-enter? Now you're going to end up risking 1,500, you risk more than you actually wanted. So then you have to start using low risk instead of just going maximum risk on one pair, and then you get the maximum return. Because if you want to make it's not more about it's not about making, like, it's not which one moves more about the pips. If you want to make more money, just up your lot size. It's as simple as that. What is DAX? That's the German stock exchange. Two minutes till this candle close. Let's hope that it doesn't just fly. If it flies, this is going to be super annoying. We want it just somewhere around here would be ideal. Yeah, it seemed to give us some volume, the Japanese news. One minute till this candle close. See if we can get the close above. Get the close above. Start to entertain buys here. Yeah, I'll probably run stop loss. Yeah, below this here. It's only a difference of 3 pips. But I need the close. Come on, don't do it now. Last minute. Last 10 seconds. Yeah, I need this to leave a top wick, so hopefully this leaves a top wick, and then if it breaks the high, I can have an option to take an entry. Yeah, breaking the high will be an entry. See how that goes. Or just when the candle flips. Should be okay. Pretty big stops, unfortunately. We closed pretty deep. 25 pip stops. So yeah, as this candle flips, might be an option here. Something like that. Stop loss here. A little bit of a riskier option, but the thing is, if any 15-minute candle closes back into the range, I can just cut the trade short, right? Break even will be here at this 4-hour resistance. Max target is going to be somewhere up here, you know, like that. So I'll put a line here saying entry on flip. Let's see. It's nice to see this bottom wick first, gives more confidence in the trade. I've just left a buy stop here at 650. So as this flips, it should trigger me. Exactly, yeah. Just as you asked the question, I answered it, right? Exactly, yeah. It's only active for this one candle. If this closes back in the range, the idea is scrapped because we have a new resistance here. So we'll need to close above that resistance in order to continue up. Give me 1 sec. I'll just go to the... make a toilet break quick. Be right back. Damn, this is why we got kept safe, huh? Very important to wait for flips, break of highs. Keeps you safe. I do look at the average daily range. It doesn't really, it does add a little bit to my take profit, but at the end of the day, I'm looking to get into the most efficient move, right? I'm looking to get into the most efficient move from point A to point B. Like a 4-hour resistance is going to affect that daily range, right? Because it's a 4-hour resistance. It's an important zone. All good, man. All good. Yeah, this is interesting bottom wick here. Definitely, this is not what we wanted to be part of. So I'm glad we have special entry requirements that require us not to enter on those specific things. Let's see. Seven minutes till this candle closes. If this closes back in the range, the trade is scrapped. Do I always enter on the wick? Yeah, when I always prefer to enter at the break of the highs. It's always better confirmation. Stops you from getting caught out in stuff like this. I wonder if it can flip in 6 minutes here. It's a bit tough. Bit tough. Again, if this closes bearish back in the range, I'm just gonna cut my trade. Not cut, but delete the buy stop. You mean if it were to close back in the range, are you asking? If it were to close back in the range, then I delete my buy stop and then I wait for it to close above the body. Because this will become the new resistance here, right? Buy limit is mostly when price is coming to an order. Buy stop is when it gets triggered by an order. So buy limit would be like below where the price is. So if price is trading here, your buy limit would maybe be here. So when it comes down, it gets triggered. Or it can go do that and hit your stop loss. But a buy stop is just like a market execution being ready at a level here like this. As soon as it, boom, hits it, I'll get triggered. No, we want price to fly through that so we get profits. We want it to break it and fly straight 100 pips. I'm not too worried about that wick. I can use that as a 4 pip target. Especially after such a big bottom wick here, I'm not too worried. Noob question. All questions are good, don't worry about that. Other than candle size, is there another way to see volume or buy orders instead of... No, there's no way to see order flow. It's impossible in the Forex markets. Just, you can see candle size, the speed of candle moving. You know how much volume there is in the markets or how much there isn't. If you guys are new to the stream or just showed up, waiting for buys here, have a potential pending order sitting, waiting for it to be triggered, it's on the screen. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Consider leaving a subscribe if you enjoy and to be able to join future streams. If you're enjoying the stream so far, make sure to hit that like, definitely helps out the stream. And we can get more people to benefit from this. Amazes me how much patience you must have to become trader. A lot of waiting. Patience is my biggest source of income, man. Imagine we were in a trade now and you're holding this drawdown. How are you going to feel? You know, you need to have patience and trust your plan. Patience, what you're practicing with demo trading. It's a good start for sure. Do I use an EA? No, I just use a fixed lot size. So I use a fixed lot size, and then if it's like my average stop loss is like 20 pips. If it's anything more than that, like I just maybe remove one lot or half a lot. No, I don't remove half a lot. I only remove a lot or add a lot. Once you start being profitable, you don't mind risking a little bit more on a trade, risking a little bit less. It doesn't matter too much. Couple of $100 more, couple of $100 less. Doesn't matter. Alright, this closing back in the range. Gonna delete my buy stop. Trade is not the same. It's a different entry now. Right, so I deleted my buy stop here. Why? Because the trade has changed. The entry requirements are different now. We have a new resistance. Price closed back in the range. Maybe now I just need a 5-minute candle closing above this zone here before I consider an entry. Yes, that's also good. If you can't be at the charts, that would be a good option, Jiggy. Yeah, probably best to wait for the 30-minute closure here. Oh no, we did get the 30. Yeah, then the next 15. Want it to close above, or since we have this structure here, if a 5-minute candle closes above, we could potentially get the continuation. If this was outside the range, I would be taking the trade at the break of the high here to tap the range and potentially continue. The only thing I don't like about this is that we're still inside the range. The candle closed inside the range. That's what I don't like about it. Yeah, I probably need a 5-minute closing back above the range for me to consider another trade here. Or potentially still take it on the flip here. $4.99. Can it be used as a stop? No, I'd still keep stop below the 15-minute candle. The previous. Yeah, 4 and 4. I'd keep it below 450. 450 is okay. I think if we get some volume into the market, this just might break the high and go. So, and it's the same trade. It's the same trade. Even though we close back in the range, it doesn't seem like there's any downside pressure. So I probably will take the same trade at the break of the high, possibly here. I think we should be okay. Yeah, I think that will be the option, break of the high. It's the same trade. This 5-minute candle closing here as well. 34 seconds. See if it can close above. If it closes above, could be an option here. On this 5-minute close, I'm gonna take an entry right as it closes. Yeah, I'm in. This candle flips, should be good. If you're not in, wait for the candle to flip. Should be okay. Yep, this is gonna be the entry. Need this 5-minute to flip, and we should be good. Yeah, 440 can be okay. We want it to remain above this range. I don't like this closing like this. To manage this trade for a very small loss, I'm thinking now how I can manage. If I want to be aggressive, as this 5-minute closes, I can just close the trade short. If not, then I'll just wait for full SL. I'm gonna manage this trade based off the 15-minute closure. If this 15-minute doesn't close above and break the high and ends up breaking the low, I'll just cut the trade for instead of losing 25 pips, I'll lose only 15 pips. So that's my plan. Simple plan. Now it's a game of waiting. Game of waiting. You have to check. You have to check if you're in or not. Last 5 minutes of this 15. If this ends up closing back in the range or really bearish, I'm just going to cut the trade, accept what it is, and re-enter at the break of the high. I'll re-enter again at the break. If this closes like this, I'll wait. Probably manage my stop at the break of the low. But this is trading. I closed too choppy, come on. Hold it for the gram. Diamond hands. Just put it on a daily time frame, you'll feel okay. Daily time frame looks good. No any issues. Can't close off emotion, man. Have to close based on what you are seeing, right? What's the worst thing that it can happen? Hits our stop loss? It's trading. Move on, take the next trade. It is very slow though, it is very slow. Now another game of patience, huh? Yeah, well, I'm in. No audio because I'm waiting. When the price is not moving in the direction I see chat, everyone in chat starts to lose confidence. You don't have to trust it. I have a plan. I wanted to take this risk. I'm letting you know, man. Why is there no audio? There should be audio. Yeah, there is audio. Okay, that's not the best closure. That's like right at resistance. Ugh, not the best closure, but if it breaks the high, we should be okay. Needs to break the eye. Okay, that's nice. Anything breaking this 15-minute low, I'm just gonna close the trade. Super confident. It's not moving as quick as I hoped it would move. You want to see it move a bit quicker than this, but as long as the trade idea still makes sense, I don't need to touch it, and that's my rule. Nothing is telling me that the trade idea does not make sense. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? I was looking at that. It was nice. For our resistance, around there, I'm going to go to break even. If we can reach there. Would be nice to reach there. Yep, London Open also could come in and dump the price and hit our stops. But no, hopefully it goes in our direction, so we'll see. 11 minutes. Nice, nice. Come on. Yes, sir. Pump it, pump it, pump it. I had faith when I took the trade, otherwise I wouldn't have taken it. Are you consistently profitable? Yes, thank you. Are you consistently profitable? Constantly, not consistently. What? 5-minute open here. Let's see where this bottom wick lands. See if we can reach this 4-hour resistance. Oh yeah, he said constantly. I thought he said consistently. Yeah, I misread that. What's my TP? I mean, realistically, we should be targeting this 4-hour resistance. That's sensible. So I'm going to see what happens at the 4-hour resistance. If we get a nice push through it, then I'll probably hold the trade a little bit more. If we start rejecting it pretty quick, maybe I'll just close for some profit. And then I'll just look to close when I'm happy, you know? Just try hold the trade as much as possible. Include the comments on the gram? Alright, I'll include them. Yeah, this is looking good. I'm gonna move my stop loss to break even here, guys. So if you move your stop loss to break even, I'm gonna do that right now. No point of losing this trade here. So I'm gonna move my stop loss to break even. So stop loss at break even at this point. No point of losing this trade. And I'm probably should be closing around here. We're at 4-hour resistance. Let's see what the 1 minute does. If we can break the high on the 1 minute. Come on. So you guys should be taking profit here. It makes sense to take profit at 4-hour resistance. But we'll see if we can be a little bit greedy, or I'll be punished for it. So yeah, we tapped right into 4-hour resistance. Yeah, it's not looking good. Probably should secure profit around here. Yeah, I'm gonna secure something here. Yeah, so secure a small piece. Gonna leave a tiny bit to run just to see. Doesn't always have to be 1-to-1 RR. We take what the market would give us. We expect us not to hit stops most of the time. If we don't expect to hit stops most of the time, we don't have to take all trades 1-to-1 RR. Right? Because I was gonna manage the trade anyways. See if we can break this 1 minute high here. Get a quick push. Come on, GJ. Quick push. You can do it, GJ. Do it for Harry. Quick 20 pip push. No, not that way. Other way. Other way, GJ. Other way. Yeah, 4-hour resistance. Not happy at 4-hour resistance. GJ doesn't like 4-hour resistance. It's trying. Come on, GJ. It's trying. Do it for me. I want to be done. I want to get on with my day. Just do it for me. Yeah, it really doesn't like this 4-hour resistance up here. Okay, now it's trying again. Here we go. Will it do it? It's trying now. Okay, it really doesn't like this resistance. You know what? I'm gonna close all. Right? Closed all. Take profit hit. GG, well played. The reason why I'm not holding it's at 4-hour resistance. We have to be realistic. Even if this does end up going, I don't want to hold any drawdown or lose potential income here, right? My job is to make income. And yeah, I'm not holding. London Open can easily give us a pullback right to our entry. Remember, our entry is at the top of the range. Price could come back to your entry and the trade could still play out. So I've decided to close full here at plus 15 pips or something. And I'm going to be happy with that. So if we can get some W's in the chat for TP being hit here. Yes, sir. Plus 15 pips, 16 pips. Nice, easy trade. W's in the chat. Let's get it. Let's get it. 4-hour resistance is always a tough spot. Yes, sir. And for everyone who said I didn't trust the trade, they didn't trust me trading, they didn't trust, I told you I'll only close the trade if I see something change. But see, I'd rather not lose this income. This income is losing income here. I'm losing 5 pips worth of income is a lot. When you're using bigger lot size, yes, chat's going crazy here. I like that. I like that. Right? 5 pips of income. To lose 5 pips of income is a lot. That's why I just made the decision. I tried to hold it just to see if we got the push. But as the second 1 minute candle failed, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to close. Because now I'm losing my potential income. This is my salary here, right? This is my work. This is what I held that trade for. When people said they didn't trust it, I held it because this is what I trusted. So when I can take it, yeah, I've made 16 picks. Thanks, Harry. Appreciate you guys. Okay, I'm going to head off, guys, now. Wrap up the stream. Nothing more to talk about. If you guys did enjoy the stream, please leave a like. Make sure to share this with all of your friends because, yeah, that's free signals, right? And I gave you everything. Entry. I told you to hold the trade. I told you not to hold the trade. I told you how to manage the trade. Yeah, that's free signals, right? I won't be giving free signals every day because I want you guys to learn, right? I want you guys to learn. But as you can see, that's why I make the decision to close at 4-hour resistance because I just would have lost 90% of my income, right? I would have lost more than 90% of my income, which is not fun, right? We don't want to lose what we make. We want to secure it. There's always another entry And our job is not to try catch the whole move. Our job is to take a small piece from the market and move on. So if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to show up to these streams, because we're doing this stuff. Right? So yeah, that's gonna be that. And appreciate you guys for showing up as always. And oh yeah, wait, before you guys head off, just for the no cap, because you know we need to show the no cap, just to make sure. Right, we need to show the no cap here. So if I pull this here, right, here we go. Wow, that's big, but here you guys go. That's the trade. Took it, break of the high, closed at the top of the range, and that's that. Right, simple trade for the no cap. And that's that, done. So yeah, catch you guys on the next stream. Thanks for showing up as always. Take care, trade sharp, and peace. And I'm still here. One sec, I'm going now.